Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 releases today, and here are 10 things you need to know before you play. First off, Advanced Warfare and Rebirth Island are returning. But with all of this, there is a twist. So first off, Rebirth Island is returning, but at the very beginning of the match, before you jump out of the plane, a random point of interest on the map is going to get struck by an airstrike. This is going to be one of 3 points of interest, either the water tower, the prison, or the lighthouse, or even the fourth option of none of them. There is a 25% chance each of these will happen. So it's basically a coin flip every time you get in a game, what's getting destroyed, but it won't be destroyed until you just are about to jump out of the back of the plane. And in Season 3 of Modern Warfare 3, we're also getting dynamic weather on Rebirth Island. Rebirth Island is the weather will change depending on a random variable. You'll either get a clear blue sky, a stormy day, or an absolutely beautiful sunset to slaughter people to on Rebirth Island. We're also getting biometric stations scattered around Rebirth Island. These biometric stations are basically a little upgrade for what you normally do. When you go to these biometric stations, it's going to give you one of 6 keycards: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, polyatomic, or Orion. These keycards are basically a rating system to determine how well you're doing in a match. So the longer you go into the match, the higher keycard level you're likely going to get. But we know there's a couple variables. If you get 10 kills or more, it is possible to get the Orion, but you have to have a certain score associated with that. So keep that in mind, because when you get these keycards, you can then take them to a buy station to unlock exclusive rewards. And if you have platinum, polyatomic, or Orion, you get free things from buy stations, including kill streaks and weapons. These biometric stations will be scattered everywhere, and you can find them at any time. And while these biometric scanners are going to be everywhere, there's only going to be one bunker on Rebirth Island. This new bunker is going to be an Easter egg challenge that you're going to have to complete. It gives you exclusive rewards, exclusive weapons, and an exclusive camo for completing, as well as hinting into what kind of the story is narratively about what happened to Makarov after Modern Warfare 3. But the biggest thing for me about Rebirth Island returning is the Champion's Quest. Champion's Quest is returning, gives you the ability to build a nuclear dirty bomb, assemble it, and detonate it, blowing up Rebirth Island and giving you a complete and total victory. But with the small map size and chaos of Rebirth Island, it's going to be a lot harder to build this dirty nuclear bomb and set it off. And one thing to keep in mind about the Champion's Quest contract is you can only unlock it after getting 5 wins in a row on Rebirth Island, or by getting 50 total wins on Rebirth Island. So it's a little bit harder to get, but those 50 total wins might be easier than 5 in a row. So keep it in mind before you drop into Rebirth Island today, and also subscribe down below to become part of the Yeti Pack, because you probably need to do that for all of your Call of Duty information here in the future. But one of the biggest highlights of this season is that Makarov is returning. Now, we haven't seen him since the end of the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, when he kind of just F's off into a tunnel and no one knows what happened to him. This season is going to be geared at kind of hinting at what he's been up to, as well as showing off his new partnership to an advanced warfare enemy, the Atlas Corporation. The Atlas Corporation is pretty famous from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It was the main corporation you were fighting in the game that was trying to take over control of the world and take over all military power. With Modern Warfare 3 coming around in Season 3, we're getting a lot of tie-ins to Advanced Warfare, and a lot of kind of hints that Atlas is a still very active company in the world of the new rebooted universe. So one of the things that Atlas Corporation is coming out with in Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 is the Moore sniper rifle. This is a single-shot railgun with almost no bullet drop, being an instant kill if you can get somebody with it. However, the problem with it being you only get 1 shot at a time. You have to reload after every single shot, and you can increase your reload speed, but with the 1 shot at a time, it's going to make it a lot harder to shoot. We're also getting the Ball 27 AR made by the Atlas Corporation. This is a completely unique AR, especially to Modern Warfare 3 standards. The first 4 shots of the gun are going to be super accurate, but super slow rate of fire. After that, the rate of fire is going to pick up like crazy, and you're going to spray bullets everywhere, but your accuracy is going to go down. So it's going to be a sweet spot for the first about 5 or 6 seconds shooting the gun, when you're going to be great with it. After that, I would take a break for about a second or 2 before starting it up again. And while we're on the topic of weapons, you're going to get 2 other weapons this season that are a little bit more Modern Warfare themed and less to do with the Atlas Corporation, who I'm going to talk about again here in a minute. The MP9 is going to be Makarov's main weapon of choice, and the weapon that's going to be the kind of keynote feature of this season, as well as the push daggers, or what they're going to be called Modern Warfare 3, the Gladiator daggers. Now, these are famous because they resemble a certain adult toy we're not going to talk about, but I'm personally excited for the Gladiator daggers because they're going to have a really fast follow-up with your melee, as you're going to be using both your fists like a punch, and they're going to do a lot of damage. I suspect it'll be a 3-hit kill, but with the speed of it, it might be the weapon to use in Warzone. So keep it in mind. But as you run around the map of Rebirth Island, you're going to see a lot of new weapons facilities and a lot of new weapons being built, and ideas that Tony Group has had to kind of try to start a world war between the United States, Russia, and Iceburgz. And one of the things that you're going to see is a lot of the manufacturing equipment they have is provided to them by the Atlas Corporation. Call of Duty is definitely setting up the Atlas Corporation again in Modern Warfare 3, and this might hint that Call of Duty may be making another Advanced Warfare game here in the near future as they're trying to tie it into the new canonical universe. Remember, everything got rebooted, so Advanced Warfare could be rebooted itself and start all over again. But with this tie-in of the Atlas Corporation, it kind of gives us a hint that 2027 and 2028 might be a new year for Advanced Warfare. Something I'm going to keep my eyes on, and I'll make sure to keep you up to date with it, so make sure you're subscribed down below. The next thing we got to talk about is the Vortex game mode. The Vortex game mode is going to be a brand new game mode that's only going to feature the Vortex maps. Now, these Vortex maps are kind of altered versions of popular Modern Warfare 3 maps we already have, with kind of interesting twists, such as being plague-themed or lava-themed, or even just being overgrown and like someone hasn't lived there in 25 years. They all have these unique twists, but there's going to be an entire playlist to celebrate the 6 maps that Call of Duty already has in the Vortex playlist. Something I'm be hopping into just because I think these maps are a nice kind of refreshing change to what we got in Modern Warfare 3, but they're not really canonical. It's just kind of a cool, have fun type map. And the last thing I want to talk about this season that you need to know before Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 launches is that in regards to Rebirth Island, the best way that you can possibly perform in the season is to play with your friends, because you're going to have more fun. Rebirth Island was meant to be played with friends. I'm sure that everyone who's watching this video has some type of good memory playing Rebirth Island with at least one friend in the past. So make sure you get it with your friends, play Rebirth Island together, and have fun. But if you like this kind of bite-sized sample talking about the things you need to know about Modern Warfare 3 Season 3, then you'll want to click on this video right here where I talk about everything coming in Season 3 of Modern Warfare 3. So make sure you subscribe down below, become part of the Yeti Pack, and until next time, I am Iceburgz, your Call of Duty informant. Stay frosty.